Alright guys, how the hell are we doing? So, another quick YouTube video. A lot of people were asking on TikTok yesterday things about food, things about breeding, what geckos I've got. So I kind of just want to wrap it up into one big. Obviously, if you go back to my two previous videos, I've covered food, what food I give my guys. This didn't go to plan. So literally 5 minutes ago, my velvet geckos, hence why I've got the door open, were out and about, messing around, but now they don't want to play ball. So they've gone camera shy. So cheers guys. So anyway, I'll cover breeding first very quickly because it's something that a lot of people are asking about and how long, etc. Now, for geckos to breed, every gecko is different. Crested geckos are predominantly quite easy to breed. I have bred them before, not an issue. Velvet geckos I've never bred. I've done a load of research into it, and I'm hoping it's going to be very similar. From what I've read, shouldn't be an issue. Breeding cycle usually starts at the back end of kind of September, October time, right through till next year in about May time. Geckos generally lay anything between 2 and 4 eggs. It's about 2 or 3 usually, and they can do that up to 6 times through the breeding cycle. So buzzing if, and don't get me wrong, I know that not all these are going to hatch. We're going to get some infertiles along the way. So it's just one of those. If we get lucky with 1 or 2, absolutely buzzing. Be really happy. I'm going to take you guys over to the Viv, but before we do that, let's roll the intro. Alright guys, so we're back. Loving my new intro. It is rather sick if I do say so myself. But yeah, so I've done a little bit of changing in the Viv. I've hung this now, so the cork back is freestanding, or free hanging should we say. All you got to do if you want to do stuff like this is get a bit of garden twine. Garden twine's safe for them. It's you're not going to cause any harm to the gecko. So a bit of garden twine, put a few holes in the cork back. Job is a good one. I do know where one of them is. He or she is hiding. I haven't had a chance really to know which one's which. I do know I've got 2 females and a male, but I haven't had time to kind of see which is which, and they look so alike. It's not easy. Now obviously with most geckos you can tell whether they're a male or a female by the bulge on the male. That won't show on a female. That's one of the questions we get asked a lot, is how do I sex my geckos? You won't be able to sex your geckos till about 6 months in. 6 months in is when they'll start to show, and then you'll be able to guess from there. I'll probably put up a picture on either one of the social media platforms, so don't forget to go check out Reptile Junkies on Facebook. Find the group, that's where we're most active. But you'll see a bulge at the bottom of the tail. It's quite distinctive on crested geckos. I'm not too sure about velvet geckos, but they're a similar species, so I'm guessing so. So if you want to breed them, you can't keep too many males. I mean, ideally you would only keep 1 male. You can pair them up to 4 females. I would only advise it pair it with 1 to begin with, possibly 2. Watch how they go, and if you see any, you will see biting. So geckos, when they mate, they bite. They can bite the crest, they can bite the tail, they can bite the legs. Don't worry about it too much, that's normal mating behaviour. However, if it's looking like it's getting a little bit rough, if you've got more than 1 gecko in there, I would remove 1 or 2, just to be on the safe side. So yeah, epic fail with the velvets this morning because they are not playing ball. They've hidden down the back of the cork bark, which I moved there. But I have put a breeding box in, which I'll show you guys. So this is a breeding box. You can use anything from lunch boxes to, you can see it just down the back down here. So basically you just cut a hole in. I can lift it up a bit, but cut a hole in the top, make sure there's no sharp edges on there, tape it off, put some substrate in the bottom. So substrate, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I mean this stuff, substrate, a little bit of moss to keep the moisture, and the geckos will literally happily just walk in there when they're ready to lay eggs, so you don't have to worry about it too much. If you know that they're looking on it, if you're kind of picking up signs that they're looking to breed, then by all means check your box every day, and as soon as you've got eggs, then what you want to do is you want to go and buy some of this stuff, Hatrite. Hatrite's amazing. With Hatrite, basically all you do is you get one of these boxes with little egg layers in it. It's got a nice little thermostat in there as well. You fill it to about halfway. So, and what Hatrite does is you don't need to incubate them in an incubator. You literally leave them, make sure the temperature's good and the humidity's right, but the Hatrite will hold the humidity as well, so all day long you're fine. Usually 45 to 60 days-ish later, then bobbing well, you should have some baby geckos, so do keep an eye on it if you've got hatches. Geckos are usually alright for coming out of their own egg, never really an issue. I know snakes, people cut the eggs now, but geckos usually don't have a problem. So, hope that's answered any questions that we've got. Food, like I said, I feed them live food. Make sure, like I've said before, rule of thumb with me is they won't eat anything that's bigger than the head. So for instance, if I can find one, that didn't got a plan. Yeah, so I reduced a lot of food in the viv yesterday. So I can't find anything right now, which didn't really got a plan. Let me see if I can forage around. Yeah, there's nothing about. Anyway, just don't feed it anything bigger than its head, because they won't eat it. There's no point, it's a waste. Hence, and I mean, like I've said before, I'm against these guys. I don't like black crickets, hence why I picked them all out, and they're all sat in there now munching on a piece of banana. So they are still alive. I've got someone coming to pick those up because I just prefer locusts and hoppers. They're just easier, quieter, because once the black crickets get to full maturity, they will go on all freaking night. So yeah, be prepared for that. Fruit, I bought yesterday some mango. They love it, they've munched all that pretty much. Banana's really good for them because they're high in potassium, but you still need to feed them the calcium. So when you get your crickets, your locusts, your hoppers, you need to make sure that you dust them. Now don't overdust them, don't like drown them in dust, but you do need to dust them with calcium. The other thing that you need to dust them with is the rest of the supplements. So this is Habitat's Reptile. It's just basically all the vitamins and stuff that they naturally get in the wild. So just dash a little bit of that on as well. You can put it on the fruit even, because they'll still eat the fruit. There is certain nectars you can get as well. So potted nectars, because in the wild obviously they'll eat things that come from trees and saps and stuff that are sweet. So, and flowers, they like all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't advise putting an actual flower in there. You can put plants in there, there's certain live plants. Now in these two vivs, I've not gone for a living viv, is what I call them. I have got fake plants in there just purely because I don't have the time to maintain, and you need a different type of bulb. Don't put normal plants in and then just think, oh, I can use the same bulb. For this light, you need to have a special light that's a grow light basically, that will help your plants to grow as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope I've answered everybody's questions. If you've got any more questions, by all means fire them over to our Facebook page, which is just Reptile Junkies, or go in the group. The group is absolutely booming at the moment. We've had loads of new members, so a big thank you. I am going to jet now, guys. I've got a few things to do before I'm back to work tomorrow, so take it easy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell, and every time I go live then you will be notified. So I will see you all on the next one. Take care.